What is going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and we return with Black Ops 3, bringing the baby Seraph into action. She might just be the best specialist, because that Annihilator pistol with the one-shot kill is freaking wicked. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the Call of Duty coverage. I am so happy that finally there's a Call of Duty that, one, I really like, and two, I'm pretty darn good at. I don't think I'm pro or anything, but I'm consistently on top of the leaderboard, and that makes me happy, especially since I haven't played a whole lot of the recent Call of Duties. Advanced Warfare, Ghost, did not spend a whole lot of time with. Actually, haven't spent much time with Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, so it's only fitting that Black Ops 3 is where I would find that love again. And it's exciting because multiplayer shooters are a great time, not only because they're pretty much infinitely replayable, and the whole progression leveling up is really exhilarating, but also because it's a great way to play with friends and hopefully eventually play with you guys once these things finally release. The beta is now open to everybody. I'd give away more codes, but that's completely unnecessary because if you have a PS4, you can download it and play. The Xbox One beta comes out next week, and I will have codes for that, so stay tuned. You'll want to be on these videos to win those when that goes live, I believe, on the 26th. The PS4 beta wraps up on Sunday, but not before they raised the level cap, introduced Uplink, introduced Safeguard, and added a couple new specialists. I reached Seraph last night, so I wanted to bring you this gameplay. I really love the specialist. I think it's just like that secret sauce that Call of Duty needed to kind of up the ante for 2015, and just in general. A lot of people I've seen negatively critique it as sort of a way to devalue the kill streaks, a way to just let everybody get a piece of the pie, a way to copy Destiny, Activision just merging the franchises. I don't think any of that is really true. I do think it's more accessible for a new player. They get a chance to do something cool, but let me tell you why I think these things actually make the game far more exciting and far more thrilling. Kill streaks are definitely rewards for top-tier players, that's for certain, and the best kill streaks are left only for those who have the best skill, and that's probably rightfully so. But again, that is a snowball effect that sometimes gets really annoying and really frustrating, because one, the better players who are going 20-0 or 20-1, then they're getting a top-tier kill streak that just increases that kill count and ups that kill-death ratio quite high. This Annihilator pistol is so super sexy. Some people say it's OP. I do think it's the easiest slash best ability in the game, better than the Sparrow bow with Outrider, because that one you do have to like cock it back and you move slower. This one you can just run around. I guess the pistol has a little bit harder aim, and it doesn't explode like the way that Outrider bow kind of keeps its par with the Annihilator pistol is because the bolts do explode, and that can kill people sort of in that aftershock. Anyways, rocking out the Hellstorm. But what these do, okay, is if you say die right before you get a kill streak. Say you're 8 kills in a row, and so you don't pick up the streak you want. That was a horrible Hellstorm shot. I can't wait till they open up the rest of the kill streaks, because I can't handle these ones. This is going to be bad luck. That guy glitches out. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I'm going to go wall run to make sure that we stay out of his show as he tries to record some sweet glitch gameplay, probably. Anyways, it's hard to focus with this game. I'm sorry. Like, I'm used to commentating things live, and this post-commentary is like working a new muscle for me. By the way, I really am going to be playing this through the fall. A lot of people ask, like, are you going to continue? And I absolutely will. Like I said, I love it, so it's not just like a beta thing. It will be there with zombies and single player and multiplayer in November. Anyhow, almost another kill with the pistol there. Don't know how we overshot him, but the abilities, they still are rewarding the better players, because the more, like, points you accrue, the better you do, the more you get access to your special ability, your special weapon, or your passive. And so that is rewarding. But at the same time, if you do get screwed where, like, oh, you get killed from behind, or you just get killed on that like annoying 8th kill and you can't pick up the 9th for your kill streak, then you still have a chance to sort of reconcile that with an awesome streak with your special weapon or your special passive. And I really like that, not only because it makes the game less frustrating, but also because it gives you another thing to kind of keep track of. Sometimes, like, powers like glitch, where you have to take your hands off the controller mid-combat, hit L1 and R1 to go back in time, like, that is a bit awkward. But for the active weapons, where you can kind of activate them as you see fit from a standstill, and it's not something that's interfering with your combat, like, it's just another element and dynamic for you to get good at, and it almost feels like a mini game within the match. As I pick up 2 nice Annihilator kills right there, a mini game within the match. I don't know how I missed that guy. I shot him in the butt, and it must have just grazed his underwear, but it gives you a way to interact with the world, I feel like in a fun and exhilarating, timed way that just ups the variety, and I don't think it really punishes good players, because again, you are unlocking it more frequently the better you are, and I think it nonetheless eliminates frustration for not pro players who might get close to a kill streak and then you're like, gosh darn it, now I don't do anything cool and I just want to restart the round and try again. This guy does a really nice job of getting right by me and then somehow forgets that I passed him and then I miss him completely. A nice little turn of events where he missed me, I miss him, we thank each other, and both die. The UAV is active. This is a pretty good round for me. I actually got a second round for you today because I want you to see the final kill cam on that second match with the Annihilator because it's super hot. Super hot. I really felt like I was laughing after getting this the last kill in the next game. This was a good game nonetheless. I'm so ready for more maps too. They introduced Stronghold yesterday, which was a snow-based map. I played it at Comic-Con and E3 and Gamescom. I was hoping for something brand new, but I guess last we'll have to wait till the final. It'll be interesting to see how Halo competes with Call of Duty this fall. I think they're both very strong. Halo's taking a free DLC approach, so everyone's included. Black Ops 3 is doing a season pass, so that's a little bit different in terms of philosophies there. But I think both of them are the strongest entries in years, which is pretty awesome, especially considering we're getting Battlefront as well. This is like year of the shooter for next gen. You know, we're kind of at that like third Christmas of these consoles where everything is really reaching like a climax of quality. 21-4, not bad with the 5.25 ratio. No assists. We were just rocking Lone Wolf style that round. My good friend Trevor here picking up the final kills. He's actually going to PAX with me, which will be cool, getting to take him to an event for the first time ever. Some of you may remember him from some of the videos back in the day on my channel, Blind Boxes, Taste Test, the works. Taking the podium, and we'll quickly zoom straight to another round. 3, 2, 1. Once more with the TDM. This map, I think, is everybody's favorite. I don't know that it's my favorite. I really like Combine and Evac, but I think a lot of people like Hunted because of the swimming. I think the swimming is super awesome. I was saying, like, I want a custom map that's just like a freaking water slide map where you're just swimming and killing everyone underwater the entire time. I never know how long to camp at sort of these start points. I feel kind of cheap doing it, but some of the locations, especially in this map, are a great way to pick up a lot of quick kills, and they wrap around quite quickly, so let's see if we can go and make them pay for that. Hello, sir. Good night, ma'am. Kingslayer, getting our streak going. I do have the perk currently equipped that builds your special weapon quicker. Again, just because, one, I think it's fun. It kind of feels like a special event, and two, it allows me to then get access to that one-shot kill pistol, which in theory would boost my score, but I feel like they're balanced if you are worried about, like, oh god, is this gonna like mess the flow, because they are timed, they are limited in terms of ammo, both, so you have two limiters, time and ammo, and again, they're all gun related. This is something that I was talking about on my podcast, is that for the most part, except for gravity spikes, and I guess War Machine and Nomad's ability to an extent, but really except for Ruin's gravity spikes, they're all still in the fashion of a gun projectile for the most part, and so you approach fighting them or defending against them in the same way you would any other player. It's not so crazy. Like, one of my main complaints with the game Overwatch, Blizzard's new sort of TF2 style game, granted it's totally different than Black Ops, but my issue with that is every character does something so drastically different with their special ability that when you come up against them, unless you have a very firm, full knowledge of that game and those characters, you're going to be like, what the heck is this person running at me going to do? Are they going to build a turret? Are they going to put up a force field? Are they going to jump and slam? Are they going to rewind time? Or what are they going to do? At least here in Black Ops, whether it's the Sparrow, whether it's the Arc Gun with Prophet, whether it's the Annihilator and Seraph, it is a gun, and you know how guns work. And if they see you first and get a drop on you, they still can beat you, even if you have your special ability. I've been killed with Annihilator out. I've been killed with Sparrow out. I've been killed with the Arc Gun out. And so it's not such an advantage that it's like a guarantee set of kills in any way. In fact, the special weapons are less of a sure thing than the kill streaks, because once you activate the special weapon, if you get killed, you may not even use it at all. Whereas, oh god, out of bullets. Whereas with the kill streaks, once you have it, and then you use it, and you're not guaranteed a kill, but you have a lot more control and comfort, and I guess like time I had no idea where anyone was at all. Like, they were completely not on the radar. With the kill streaks, then you do the special weapons. So to anyone that's worried about them or complaining, I really think it's a brilliant inclusion. Again, I'm not one who typically likes the yearly Call of Duties. I usually think that they're kind of going in the wrong direction. Dude to my left that I missed down there. I love swimming though, so this should be fun. Rising on top of the water, Jesus Walk style. Kanye would be proud. And now we're going to swim with the fish. I like this as well because it's not just a pool that you come out in and out of, but there's 3 different access and entry points, or 4 really. This cave bridge, there is then sort of the main pool area above the waterfall. There is inside of the main building, which I think is my favorite place because then you can kind of pop out within the building and quickly go from bottom of the bridge, jump up the waterfall, and then enter that building. And then kind of, I guess, like, you could consider just the main thoroughfare also an access point, even though it's the same as the waterfall. You're just approaching it from, like, level ground, not jumping up. But this is another big positive ground. I thought that was a bad guy, but it wasn't. Should have kept my eyes forward and face my enemy instead of fool around with my friends. These drones are really annoying. They can kill you quite quickly, and if it wasn't for this guy, I would have had a much better round. But he's going to grab me twice here, which really stinks. They don't do a lot of damage, but if you can keep locked in, it's a nice way with that. I believe it's a talent to do significant stuff. Wall running, I think, also adds a lot to the game. The infinite sprint is pretty darn awesome. I've seen some people say that the game plays faster. I don't know that that's the case. There's a lot more movement and, like, agility, I guess, in Advanced Warfare, I felt, in terms of people using exo abilities and side dodging and all that stuff, and I was getting killed from every angle far more often in that game. Here, the pace is definitely elevated, but I feel like it is a controlled sense of speed, and I feel like it just makes the game more fun and more flexible, rather than being like an out of control, only the best survive type thing. And like I said, I hope to be really good at this game. I'm really happy that I do enjoy it and am good, but I'm not great by any stretch of the imagination, and therefore I like the fact that I feel like I have a handle on the elements that are required to do well, except the shotguns, which I never seem to be able to defeat when they run up at me. I still don't have, like, the full map awareness, sprint stop awareness, but I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm able to reach the top of the leaderboard almost every time, which is pretty awesome. This guy on the ground, I'm gonna hit him for being a bad boy and trying to sneak around and then take him out with the gun. The melee is also weird in this game. It seems to not be as effective as it normally is. But we're approaching the moment of truth where I get to get the final kill with the Annihilator pistol. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Let me know who you want to see more of. I'm thinking about doing Prophet and his glitch ability, although that's a really tough one. I find like I get killed trying to use it more than I actually have success or improve my chances. I'm looking to pick up Reaper and Nomad soon, I hope. Like I said, this beta has a day and a half left, and I really want to get the other specialist unlocked so I can show them off and grab footage for you guys. But if we do, I will. If we don't, there's always November, or maybe there'll be some cool pre-release stuff or whatnot. I also want to know if any of you guys are getting that collector's edition, if any of you managed to get it. The crazy one that has the, what do you call it, like the mini fridge. Here we go, 73. I don't have one yet, but I'm hoping to see if I can maybe get one at some point. 74. This guy's trying to snipe war me. See him? He's going to be on the top left corner of your screen. He's going to pop out. Sniper, get down. No, sir. You get down, sniper. I'm not dodging or ducking for nobody. Seraph will never yield, and she is, I think, the sweetest specialist of the pack. That person was like, damn, that was a good shot. It was pretty awesome. Just the fact that I ended it with the Annihilator made me feel pretty darn good. Grabbing the podium again and grabbing another win. I'll let you guys go. Hope you had a fantastic time watching this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you enjoyed, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in the comments below, which specialists you want. Go jump on that PlayStation 4 beta if you have a console, and get ready for the Xbox One PC stuff next week. Until that time, everyone, thanks again for watching. You are awesome. I love you. Drink some hot chocolate. Until next time, we will see you all later.